Hi, thank you so much for inviting me to your first round of interviews. My name is Kate Morrison. I am interested in working in the Guilderland School District for a number of reasons. The first is that while I was earning my master's degree at St. Rose, there was a lot of positive talk amongst my peers and the professors there about the district and the teachers that work there. Second, my friend and fellow St. Rose graduate, Olivia Randolph, teaches at Pine Bush Elementary. I was able to observe her class several times pre-pandemic, and I was also able to interview her while working on my semester-long research study about the experiences and trainings that influence confidence levels in teaching STEM concepts. Through this interview, I learned that Guilderland has an excellent support system for not only first-year teachers, but for teachers who struggle in teaching math and science content as well. Finally, the recent addition of Guilderland's Committee on Equity and Diversity is very exciting to me. I've been committed to anti-racism work for many years now, from the creation of a magazine on social justice issues during my undergrad years, to the several research projects and self-guided work I've done through teaching tolerance, the conscious kid, and more. Moving on to your second question, there are many times in my life thus far that I have had to look deep within to find the strength to figure out how to move forward. I grew up in a very poor household, in a family that did not value education at all. From a young age, I knew that becoming educated was something that I needed to do for myself and for the life that I wanted to have in the future. I am a first-generation college graduate, and still no one else in my entire extended family has gone on to earn even a bachelor's degree. I had to go through the entire process, application, enrollment, and financial aid alone, which is near impossible, and even more so 17 years ago. However, I endured and graduated with honors both in my bachelor's and master's degree programs. And I'd say to overcome the challenge, I did what I still do today when I find myself needing to take on a difficult situation. I took one step at a time. I observed what others in my position might be doing, and I sought out those that might be able to help me in some way. I didn't allow myself to become deterred when I hit bumps in the road. Now, I understand this process as being resilient and having grit, which is the aspect of myself that I would say I am most proud of. As for your third question, I believe that a student's culture plays a very important role in a child's learning, and is the educator's role to learn about their students, to ask the necessary questions, and bring each of their cultures into the classroom community. I believe that for a child to be fully comfortable and fully able to learn in their learning environment, they need to not only be seen and respected in their entirety, but for who they are to be interwoven into the content. When I was in third grade at Malta Ave Elementary, I started the school year there. I had two Korean students, twins, who had traditional Korean names. First, I asked all the children to tell me their names at the beginning of the school year during introductions. I think this allows children to be in charge of their pronunciation from the start. This allows someone with a name that might not be easy to pronounce to be eliminate confusion and the possibility of anyone making fun of anyone else's name. A few days into school, I read the book The Name Jar by Young-Suk Choi. Not only did the kids love the story, but they were able to see the importance of a name, how it contains meaning, tradition, and how it's part of their culture. Another example is from my experience in the 5th grade at Division Street Elementary. In this class, I had several students, including 4 E&L students, who found it difficult to find a topic about their essay about themselves. During informal conferences, I asked kids about their stories, their lives at home, something they could tell me. Many of the students happened to tell stories of family traditions, an upcoming trip to China, playing soccer on the weekends with their family. Prompting the kids to tell stories about the things they do as a family allowed for easy follow-up questions to add details for their stories, which is always difficult to do, and for students to learn more about each other's lives when they shared their stories. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your interview process, and I hope to hear back from you soon.